Hello and welcome to Yoga with Lucas. Thank you, WBG. Please roll out your mat, find a nice block to sit on, and just tune into the breath, tune into the moment here, and we'll get started shortly. And let's take 3 breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth, just tuning into the body, nice and smooth, long, full breathing. And let's go ahead and remove the block that we're sitting on and come on down to the back. Just softening the shoulders down to the mat. You can bend the knees, knock the knees together, take the feet a bit closer to the seat, and just feel into the shoulders relaxing, taking up space here. Let's just take a breath in and a breath out. Once more like that. And let's go ahead and turn our palms face down. We're going to take the dynamic bridge movements. So press the feet down, raise the hips up. Inhale. And exhale, we'll lower it down. Let's take a few more like that. So press, inhale, raise. And exhale, softening, lowering down. Let's bring the arms into it too. So inhale, press it up, reach high. And exhaling, lower it down. Inhaling, press and reach. And exhaling, rolling down the spine, 1 vertebrae at a time, nice and smooth. Okay, let's do 2 more. I'm going to go ahead and bring the knees into the waist. And let's sway side to side, hugging the knees in. Just rocking on the kidneys and the lower back. Getting a nice gentle self-massage here, waking up the spine. Then we'll take it to center. And let's begin to sway back and forth here on the vertebrae, activating every vertebrae, finding some engagement, and slowly start to rock a bit further up with every roll. Coming to a seated pose. Let's bring our legs out nice and straight here. Let's find Dandasana staff pose, so engage the core, find this nice 90-degree angle. We'll inhale the arms up. Then exhale, lean forward. You can bend your knees if you need to touch your toes. And then inhale, lean it back. We can float the heels. And exhale, taking it forward. Inhaling, floating it back. Nice long full breaths here, controlling the breath as you get into the movement, as we get into the body. Let's take 2 more. And let's cross our legs. Come up to a seated pose. Find a nice straight spine. Inhale. And then exhale. Let's just walk our fingers forward here. We can spider tip our fingers and sway the shoulders gently side to side, feeling into the hips. Noticing which hip you feel the stretch in, Left or right? Where do you feel it? Let's walk the hands back in. Take them behind us. Slight pressure in the hands. Draw the shoulder blades together. Gaze up and raise the navel. Good. And let's switch the cross of our legs. Let's straighten the spine up. Inhale. And exhale. Let's walk the hands forward. So now that you've switched the cross of your legs, you should feel the stretch on the other hip. Just check in with your hips, see if that's accurate. Noticing where else you feel it as you sway the shoulders side to side. And let's take the hands back in. And again, take them behind us. The fingers point off at about 45 degrees. This solar plexus right under the chest here, we're going to press that forward and up. Gaze up. Good. And let's come forward into a tabletop. And scoot it back a little bit so you have some more space here. Shoulders stacked over top of wrists. Your hips over top of your knees. And let's just take some intuitive movements here. Looks like there's some technical difficulties here. Hold on just a moment while I address that. All right, sorry about that. Had some issues with the stream. So we were in tabletop pose here. Let's just sway a bit side to side. Rocking the hips left and right. Taking it to neutral, we'll press back and forth. Let's press the hips back towards a child's pose. Take the knees wide, let the big toes touch, bring the forehead down to the mat. Let's take 3 breaths here. Using the exhale to relax a bit deeper into the pose. And let's shift forward here. Shift the hips forward. Let's take the hips down to the ground. I'm going to find a few deeper stretches this morning. So let's find a Sphinx pose here with the forearms down. You can bring the elbows a bit farther forward so that your navel touches down. Gazing just about 4 to 6 feet ahead for 3 breaths. And let's take, the elbows are about shoulder width distance. Let's take our hands together, interlace the fingers, make a bit of a bucket. All right, we'll come up on the knees here. We're going to put this bucket so that the top part of our head is in it, and also the forehead is on the mat here. And then we're going to straighten the legs here. So we're going to grip through the fingers, activate through the neck, and make sure that this is okay on your neck. If you want to go up into a headstand, you're welcome to. You're welcome to stay here or just to find a forearm stand or a down dog. Let's take a couple more breaths here. Just checking in with your body. So the idea is to take the weight into the shoulders. And let's slowly take that down. Let's bring the knees together here. And take the forehead down in between the knees for seed pose. Take 3 breaths here. And we're going to come to hare pose. So I invite you to take your hands behind the feet here, grip onto the feet. And you're going to grip onto the feet, let your arms come straight as you rock towards the center of your head. So you can bring the head a little bit closer to your knees to help the top of your head touch down. And breathe. Nice, smooth breathing here in rabbit pose. And we'll slowly sit the hips back. Let's take the knees wide. Let's find another child's pose. Really reach the arms out long. And begin to find some engagement in the arms. So come up to spider tip fingers, stretch the arms out long, and breathe. And let's walk the hands in. Let's come up to neutral here. And let's go ahead and rock over to our left side for a supported side plank on the left. Hand, knee, and foot in a line. Stack the shoulders, stack the hips. Gaze up and breathe. Maybe you float the back foot, bend the knee. Go ahead and take the ankle. And then we'll release it. Reach the arm up, rock it down through center, and over to the other side here, stacking the bones, feel into your alignment. And let's float that back foot, bend the knee and take the ankle. Let's release the foot. Let's come to a plank pose. Let's hold plank here for 2 more breaths. Nice and strong in the core. Inhale. And let's exhale high to low. Slowly taking it down. Taking it down all the way to the mat so that your front body is flat on the mat. And we're going to peel the chest up here. Slight pressure in the hands. And we'll lower it down. Now, way to float everything. Float the hands, float the feet. Inhale. And exhale, press the hands and the hips down. Peel the chest just a bit off. And lower it down. Now we're going to do something different. We're going to take the hands a little bit further apart. Come up on spider tip fingers here. I want you to sort of press. Take your right hand down as your left hand comes up onto the spider tip fingers. Press that left hand down. Reach, gaze over the left side. And then switch. Then take the left palm flat. Spider fingers up on the right. Gaze into the right side. Beautiful. Taking it down. Let's bend the knees. Reach back here for the ankles. Hugging the ankles into the seat. And find a few breaths here. You're welcome to kick the feet back, finding a bow pose, and finding some rocks back and forth. And we'll release the feet. We'll sweep the hands forward nice and smooth, stack the palms under the forehead. Begin to rock the heels left and right. We'll take the hands underneath the shoulders. Press back here. Let's tuck the toes. Let's press all the way to a down dog. Letting the heels rock back, pressing through the shoulders. Taking a couple more full breaths. And let's bend the knees, inhale, look forward. And then let's take some steps. Take some nice, smooth, graceful steps to the top of the mat here. Inhale with a halfway lift. And exhale to fold. Let's take a breath here at the bottom of the fold. Then we'll inhale, roots arise, roll up the spine. Roll the shoulders back and forth as you do so. And then roll the shoulders the opposite direction. All right, soften the shoulders. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, let's hinge at the hips. Lead with the heart. Forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to a fold. Let's take a breath here at the bottom of the fold. Then pressing the heels down, raise the kneecaps, draw the navel in, and stack the head and neck. Good. Again, find some movements with the shoulders. Let's find some movements with the arms here. Sweeping the arms, big sweeps, both directions. All right. Now we're going to relax the shoulders. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale to Uttanasana, hinging at the hips, taking it down. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, fold. This time, let's take it back down to the mat. So let's step to a plank pose. We can pause for a breath in plank. Inhale. Exhale, high to low. Maybe you take the knees down, hug the elbows in, and then pull the chest forward. And with your exhale, press to down dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Go ahead and bend and straighten the legs here. Let's bend the knees, inhale, look forward. Exhale, walk, step, or press and float to the top, halfway lift. And exhale to fold. Inhale, roots arise, roll up the spine, stack the vertebrae, one at a time, soften the shoulders, and sweep the arms up, inhale. Exhale, hips back, heart forward, Uttanasana. We're just flowing with our breath here. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, down dog or vinyasa with your breath. Pressing the hips back to down dog. Take 3 breaths here in down dog. Sorry about that, my video feed's doing some strange things. Okay, from down dog, we're going to bend the knees, press the hips high, straighten and flatten through the back, and then straighten the legs again, press the hips high. Let's do that twice more. Bend the knees, and straighten. All right, good. Bend the knees, inhale, look up. Exhale, walk, step, or float. Find a halfway lift. And a fold. Beautiful. Root to rise, roll up the spine. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana, we reach it high. Let's bring the hands together, and let's exhale the hands to the heart. Let's take that a couple more times through chair. Let's sweep the arms, bend the knees, chair pose. All right, let's take our sun salutation B. Okay, so inhale, sit a bit deeper. Exhale, straighten the legs and fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step back and flow through. You're welcome to make this as easy or as challenging as you like. In up dog, you stack the bones. And exhale, down dog. This is your practice, so however it shows up for you, whatever is the safest and feels the best for you, go for it. All right, inhale your right foot high to the sky. Exhale, step that foot up in between your hands. And let's rise up to Warrior One. Take another breath. And exhale, frame the foot. And step that foot back, down dog or vinyasa. And inhale your left foot high to the sky. Exhale, step it up to the top of the mat. We'll rise to Warrior One. Taking a breath. With the exhale, we'll frame the foot. And step back. Good. Let's take our flow, down dog or vinyasa transition. Let's lower the knees now. We're going to find a thread the needle pose. So inhale your right hand up high to the sky. Exhale, you're going to thread that hand through, coming down to the shoulder, the temple. You can reach your top hand overhead or take it behind the back. Here, 3 breaths. Good, and take your top hand back to the mat. Inhale the right hand high to the sky again to reset. Take it down, and we'll do the other side. So inhale the left hand high. Exhale, thread it through nice and smooth, taking the shoulder down, taking the head down, taking the top hand overhead. Or the other option is take it behind the back and kind of rotate open. Let's take our top hand back to the mat. Press, inhale the left hand up high to reset. And take it down. All right, let's take some cat-cow movements here. So we're going to inhale, drop the belly, point the chest forward. And exhale, press the mat away. An invitation to really slow down and feel into it. Inhale, dropping the belly. Exhale, press the mat away around the spine here. When you inhale this time, point the eyes of the elbows forward. Spot inside the elbow. Point that forward. And exhale, point it back. So find some rotation in the arms. Go ahead and do one more round of cat-cow. Let's take it to cow here. Tuck your toes. And then press to a down dog. Exhaling. Inhale, lower the knees to cow. Exhale, down dog. Let's do 2 more. Inhaling to cow pose. Exhaling, down dog. Good. Inhale, knees down, chest forward. Exhale, down dog. Good. And down dog, bend the knees. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, walk, step, or press and float. Halfway lift. And exhale to fold. Inhale, roll up the spine. Sweep the arms high. Urdhva Hastasana. Bring your hands to your heart. Let's take a cleansing breath. Breathe it in. Then smooth exhale. Now, let's find a bit of a breath work priming exercise here. All right. So we're going to reach the arms up. Inhale. And with the exhale, we're going to bend the knees, bring the hands down. All right, so let's do that about 10 times. All right, you've got the feel of the movement. That's all we needed to get the feel of it. So we're going to speed it up a little bit more now. If you're playing some music, great. Go ahead and go along with that. Good. Let's do about 15 more. All right, we're going to do a different breathing exercise now similarly. All right, we're going to inhale the hands forward as we come up to our toes. Exhale the heels as we sweep the arms back. Let's do this a few times. Just work on our coordination. Inhale and exhale. Really tuning into your balance. Good. And then inhale. We're going to raise up the toes, bring the arms up high. Exhale, heels down as we sweep the arms. We're going to lean forward to an inversion. And then we'll inhale again. Bring it back up. Exhale, we lean and sweep. Let's do about 7 of these, okay? Inhaling, big breath. Exhale, sweep it down. Good for 2. Last one, big breath. Now raise the torso, stack the shoulders, hands stay by your sides. Big breath in. Long, smooth Ujjayi exhale. One more breath like that, feeling into your balance, softening the shoulders and the face. Good. And let's inhale the arms up. Let's sweep the arms here and find a chair pose. Inhaling to sit a little bit deeper. Exhale, straightening the legs and folding. Let's hang out here in our fold. Let's take opposite elbows for ragdoll. Relaxing through the head, the neck, the shoulders. Then let's release that. Come to a halfway lift, flat spine. Take the hands down to the mat. And exhale all the way down. Good. Inhale, up dog or cobra. And exhale to down dog. Let's inhale the right foot high to the sky. Bend the knee, rotate the hip open, and take some hip circles. And circle both directions. And then let's step that right foot forward in between our legs and lower the back knee. Let's take our hands on top of the knee. Lean the hips forward, sweep the arms up. 3 breaths here, an exalted low lunge. You're going to soften the shoulders, let the head rock back and breathe. Good, and taking the hands down. If you have a block, this is a great place for that. If you have just one block, you can take it underneath of the leg. If you have 2 blocks, you can take it on either side of the leg here. Curl those toes back. Don't do this if you have knee issues. This is hard for knees. All right, just draw the front hip back and breathe. And we'll take it forward. Left hand to the mat, right hand to the sky. Good. Option to tuck your back toes and straighten the back leg if you like. Or you can keep the knee down and focus on the twist, y'all. Awesome. And let's take the hand down. Bring that foot back. Inhale. Exhale high to low. Inhale, pull the chest forward. Maybe you raise the thighs, stack your bones, and then press back to a down dog. All right, same deal, left side. Bring the left foot up high. Bend the knee, rotate the hip open, find some circles. And circle it both directions. Inhale. Exhale, step the foot up in between the hands. We'll lower the back knee. Take the hands on top of that left knee, lean forward, sweep the arms up, exalted low lunge. It's called exalted because you've got this exaltation going through the chest, opening up to the skies victoriously. So embracing your inner victory, your outer victories. We'll take the hands down here, straightening this front leg. You can find a block if you like. Curl those front toes up. Draw them towards you. Draw the front hip in. Let's find a gentle smile. Nice. Let's take our hands forward here to frame the foot. Right hand to the mat. Left hand to the sky. Same deal. You can straighten the back leg if you like. Good, and we'll ground the hand. This time, let's straighten that back leg. Inhale. Exhale, step it up to the top of the mat. Halfway lift. And a fold. Roots arise, nice and smooth. Roll it up. All right, let's bring our hands to our heart. We're going to float the right knee up. We're going to hinge forward, send that leg back through Warrior 3, coming to a Warrior 1. Raise the arms up. We're going to square the chest forward, really pressing into that back heel. Get this nice crescent arch going through the back body. Inhale up, and exhale, open to our Warrior 2. Extending long through the fingertips. Front knee towards those front middle toes. And let's take the front forearm to the thigh for side angle. Take this top arm behind the back here. Draw the top shoulder back. Any other bind is super welcome. Let's windmill the arms up here, Warrior 2. Flip your front palm, scoop it in reverse. All right, inhale to prepare. With the exhale, we're going to step the back foot up to the front foot, fold at the top of the mat. And with an inhale, roots arise. Take it up. Bring the hands to the heart however you please, and then float your left foot high. Find your balance. We'll hinge forward, nice and smooth through Warrior 3. We'll take it to Warrior 1. You can always widen your stance for more balance. Reach the arms up. Shine the heart forward. Find your strong foundation and extend, create length from there. Inhale. And exhaling, open up to Warrior 2. Let's find our side angle. Front forearm to thigh. Start with a nice crisp diagonal line through the back body. Then go ahead and wrap that top arm behind the back. Draw the top shoulder back. Then we're going to windmill the arms open, raising to a Warrior 2. Let's flip that front palm, scoop it in reverse. Take another breath. Then take the hands down to the top of the mat. Step up to the front. Uttanasana. All right. We'll roots rise. Reach it up high. Sweep the arms. And bring the hands to the heart. All right, same deal here. Float your right foot. Nice and smooth, step it back. We're going to come right to Warrior Two. Windmill the arms open. All right, and this time in our Warrior Two, I invite you to lean a little bit back and forward. All right. Good. Take it to center here. Float the palms up. Inhale. Straighten the leg. Reach the arms up overhead and clap. And exhale to the lunge without taking the knee past the ankle. Keep a 90-degree. Take it up and out. And this time when you reach it up, 5-pointed star, turn those front toes in. All right. Inhale up on high. And let's find some movements here before we fold down. Let's just take our hands to our hips. Let's find some movements bringing the hips forward and backwards. All right. Let's point our feet out at 45 degrees, find a slight bend in the knees, and let's bend into one knee, then the next. Take your hands on top of the thighs, that helps you. So this is one of those times in class when I say find an intuitive movement that feels good for you, right? So we're in this position, right? How far do you want to bend? What angle do you want your hips to be at? How quickly do you want to alternate? Let's take a few more breaths to play around here in this pose. Good, and we'll take it to center, hands down. Turn those toes in. Let's just let the torso hang for a second. And walk your hands up to the top foot. Straighten your back leg. Inhale, exhale, step up to the front. Let's find a halfway lift. And a fold. And an inhale to rise. Beautiful. Let's float that left knee up. And we're going to send it back to Warrior Two. Nice and smooth, yoga friends. Windmilling the arms. Beautiful transition. All right, once you're in that Warrior Two, your front knee towards those front middle toes. Reach long through your fingertips. Create length and extend. And then we're going to rock back and forth. All right, we'll take it to neutral here. We're going to flip the palms up, straighten the legs. Inhale, reach the arms up overhead. And exhale again, take the hands out long. Good. Inhale, bring it up. When your hands connect, you can extend them up to the sky, wrap the thumbs around, and then hug the hips in to create length. Okay, exhale to the lunge. Let's do that one more time again. Bring the hands together, hug them, pull them up, and back to the lunge. All right, beautiful. We'll reach it up. We'll turn those front toes in. I'm going to about face to face you. So we're going to come into the wide-legged forward fold bind, but let's take our time to get there. So we reach the arms up, inhaling. Exhale, we'll take the hands behind the back, hugging the shoulder blades together. Inhale as you rock back, gaze up, bring the belly forward. And exhale, diving down, hinging at the hips. Take the hands high. And releasing the hands when you're ready here. Let's walk the hands towards the back foot. Walk them towards the front foot. Turn everything to face that front foot. Straighten your back leg. So that's going to be your right foot. All right, inhale and exhale. Step that foot up to the top of the mat. Let's find a halfway lift. And a fold. And then let's root to rise. Take it all the way up. You know what we haven't done in a while is dancer. So let's root into our left foot. Let's bend our right knee. Take back that ankle. All right, now let's turn out a little bit of an angle here. So the knees can stay in line. You can bring the hips forward. And you're going to feel a nice quad stretch there as this left hand comes up. The next place to take would be to hinge forward. Maybe you kick into the foot, find a bit of a back bend. And breathe. Natarajasana, king dancer. All right, let's lower it down. Shake it out. You can find some grandfather clock sweeps with the foot. Then we'll come over to the other side. So root into the right foot. Take that left ankle up. And you can use the environment to help you too if you want to stand by a wall or a pole, something like that. All right, take the knees together, reach the right hand up. Stay here or hinge forward. Find the way that this pose feels the best for you, where you get the most out of it. Okay. Let's release the foot. All right, we're going to take it down to the mat. But first, let's just find some intuitive movements here, some shakes. Maybe you shake with the shoulders. Maybe you find some movements with the hips. Maybe you find some other movements here, some alternations. Okay, some sweeps. Let's take one more forward fold as well. So let's come into our chair pose here. Natural elongation through the spine. Inhale, sit a bit deeper. And exhale, straighten the legs and fold. Okay, you can come to ragdoll again, or Padangusthasana, or gorilla pose if you want to take the hands underneath of the toes. Releasing the upper body, softening through every vertebrae. Then letting that go. Let's take the knees down, step the feet back. One more vinyasa. All right, inhale. Exhale, high to low. Inhale, forward. And exhale to a down dog. Good. And if you want to take pigeon on your front body, go ahead and take pigeon on your front body here. I'm going to cue figure 4 from the back. All right, so we'll take the left ankle on top of the right thigh, hands behind the thigh, drawing the legs in. Take 2 more breaths here. And then we'll switch. We'll take both feet flat. Take the right ankle on top of the left thigh. All right, hands behind the left thigh. Draw the leg in. Another variation here is to push the right knee away. See, I have something going on in my right hip. That keeps me from going too deep in these poses. All right, so feel free to modify, take any variations, or just skip any poses if that's what your body is requesting. For once more. All right, beautiful. Now, let's actually hold behind the knees. Let's gently come up to a standing pose here. Let's come to Dandasana. Bend the right knee, take the right foot in, then take the foot across the left ankle. Take the right hand behind you. We're going to inhale the left hand up. And exhale, take the hand, either hook it outside or go ahead and hug the knee in. And there's this muscle that goes through the kind of side of the glute all the way down the leg, all the way up into the core. All right. So for me, it feels really good to kind of rock a little bit on this muscle. All right. Maybe you want to get the stretch somewhere else. Maybe you want to explore this with me. All right, so let's take a few breaths here to put a little bit of gentle pressure on that muscle. Good work, peaceful yogis. Let's switch here. So reach the right leg out, bend the left knee, take the left foot in, switch it across the thigh, left hand behind you. Now that we're ready, let's reach the right hand up to prepare, breathing in. And then hugging the knee in. You're welcome to lean a little bit off to the left here. Rocking the glute onto those muscles. Wrap around the side of the hips. All right, so the way I'm doing this here is more for the hips. All right, now if we were to really press the tailbone down and twist more, this would be more of a spinal twist. All right, just an example of how you can modify the stretches to really get what you're looking for out of it. Work on the areas of the body that you want to work on. So I've got these tight hips. Right, so I like to put my focus and attention there. All right, beautiful. Let's take it to neutral here. Let's reach this right sole into the left foot here. Just turn towards the right knee. We're going to reach this left hand towards the straight leg here. Nice and straight through the spine, so we feel the stretch in the inner groin. I just suggest using this hand behind you to really press this back hip in so we can have a nice straight spine, because we really don't need to hinge over the foot to get the stretch. Unless some of you Gumby yogis out there who are super duper flexible, go ahead and hinge over the leg. Let's find another breath here. Wonderful. And we'll switch. We'll bring the left foot in. And take the right foot out. All right, turn towards the knee here. Again, that left hand's going to help to support your spine. Your right hand can just reach towards the leg to brace you. Let's find a couple breaths. Good. Let's bring the foot in. And come back on down to the back. Hold the knees, sway down the spine. All right. Now, let's take a cow face pose. So let's cross the legs here. Let's take hold of the soles of the feet. You can sway a bit side to side, feel into it. See, I really like this pose on one side, but it's a little bit tough on the other side. So most people have some unevenness in their hips as well. I know I'm not the only one. All right, so you can go ahead and switch sides when you're ready. Switching across the legs. And when you're done with that, we'll release that. All right, let's take a bridge pose. Let's press the feet down, raise the hips, interlace the hands. Roll over top of the arms. Really press the tops of the shoulders, the back of the neck down. Raise the belly up. Press the shoulder blades down, right? Let's release the hands, roll down the spine, nice and easy. All right. Now, you're welcome to take another bridge, a wheel, or join me in a shoulder stand if you wish. I'll cue us through the shoulder stand. All right. So it actually looks more like reverse process, okay, which is like this play button shape here. You can bring the elbows in, supporting the lower back. Create length through the spine. A little bit of length through the legs, pointing the toes. And let's remember to breathe. You're welcome to find some movements with the legs. If you want to play around, you can take the legs wide. Find a straddle pike or a plow pose. All right. And let's take the vertebrae down one at a time. Take your time, take your time. Now we'll reach the legs out long. Let's find fish pose, the counter pose. Let's take the hands underneath the seat, point through the toes. All right, draw the elbows in, press your solar plexus up, hips down. Gripping through the fingers. Another breath here in this active counter stretch. We'll release. release and lower it down, nice and smooth. All right, come on down to the back, release the hands, take a moment. Let's bring the knees in. Let's take some circles with the knees. Both directions. Then we're going to briefly take supine twist. So inhale, knees straight up. Exhale, rock to the side. Good. Take them straight up. And rock them to the other side when you're ready. Always feel free to, follow along at your own pace. Okay? Let's take a couple breaths here. And taking the knees back to center. Feel free to take a closing happy baby if you like. If you want to rock back and forth, or take hold of the soles of the feet. You can draw the legs apart if you like. And then let's go ahead and make our way down. Take your time again. And option to bring the soles of the feet together. Let the knees come wide and take a supine butterfly for as long as you like. And when you're ready, reaching the legs out long for Shavasana. Taking any final movements to find yourself in a comfortable, really relaxed position. And bringing the attention to the sounds in your space. Noticing the temperature and tuning into any internal sensations. Give the muscles one more scan and allowing them to relax. And tuning into the breath. And let's draw a deep breath in. With the exhale, let go of any residual tension in the body. Once more. And let's begin to, one at a time, wiggle the tips of the fingers and the toes. Finding some movements with the wrists and the ankles. Bringing an awakeness and aliveness into the body. And reaching the arms up overhead. Inhale to point the toes and the feet. And exhale to draw the knees into the chest. Holding behind the knees here. And we'll sway side to side. And rocking to one side here for a breath. And rising to a seated pose. Just taking another moment here in our seat. And bringing the hands together at the heart center. We share the word, which means that we are all connected. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me today. Again, my name is Lucas, and I hope that you enjoyed this practice. Please feel free to get in touch with me, Yoga with Lucas, or of course, comment. And let me know what you liked about the class and what you'd like to do more of. We'll be back next week. So please have plenty of water, a nice, healthy breakfast, and really enjoy the rest of your week and weekend. All right, until next time.